Hey guys, I'm gonna share something really cool with you. So, my senior cat Suki is 17, and she's been struggling with a growing number of health problems arthritis, kidney disease, mobility issues, an unexplained mass, neurological events, and the list keeps growing as it does with senior cats whose health is declining. Lately, I've been feeling helpless and overwhelmed by how many questions I have and how few clear answers there are. How is she really doing? Am I doing enough? Most importantly, how do I know when it's time? I was talking about all of this with my housemate, and he offered to build me an app that could track Suki's habits and well being over time. So it's turning all those little things that I'm noticing into a quantitative, representative picture that I can actually see and track. So it's actually an extension of an app he originally built to log the girls' feeding schedules. Suki in particular is really good at pretending she hasn't been fed when she actually has. So she would end up having 2 breakfasts, 2 dinners. But now if she's downstairs begging for food, we just check the log to make sure that she hasn't actually been already fed. So to log a feed, you just click on the girl that you're looking to feed. You can put in what they ate, dry food, wet food, treat, portion size, who fed them, and you can also put in a little note such as finished her food, didn't finish her food, ate her food and Biggie Smalls food, and then you just log. Suki's quality of life tracker is actually integrated into the exact same app. There are a few different elements to the tracker that we wanted to add. We wanted to have a daily overall picture of how she's doing, and a separate way to record medical events or medical burdens. So at the moment, her overall score with both of those values combined is 64. Because she recently had a seizure, she has a penalty to her score of 15 points. If she has no significant medical events, the penalty diminishes over a 7-day window by a number of points per day. So if she manages to go up to 7 days without a significant medical event, her entire score is based purely on just her general quality of life, how she is day to day, food, hygiene, activity. So without the medical burden value included, her quality of life index is actually 79 out of 100, which is her general baseline. That's what we would consider her baseline. We've only just started tracking, so over time this trend graph will look a little more representative. We also have a section for per domain breakdown, so individual scores for individual categories that make up a bigger picture. So her comfort is really high, her social engagement, it's alright. Her appetite's been kind of going down a little bit the past few days. Rest and sleep, she's been a little restless. There's also a log of historical data, so if we ever need to, we can look back at events, trends, things that stand out. I think a really important feature that we wanted to add was the ability to check in at any time of the day. It's not just a once and day, one and done thing. I explained to Carl that the way that she behaves in the morning might be so different from the way that she is by night. Everybody says, see how she's going day to day if her bad days outweigh her good days, but that's so hard because she doesn't have good days and bad days. She has good mornings, bad midday, good afternoon, bad night. So we can really, really look at the finer details of what's going on with her. So to do a check-in, you just record the data that's most relevant to her current condition. So how alert is she? Does she respond when you call her name? Or does she kind of take a second? Is she seeking us out for socialization? Is she responding when you approach her, or is she seeming kind of a little flat? What's her mobility like? Does it take a little bit more effort today than it did yesterday? How's she using the stairs, getting up and down stairs? Is she moving voluntarily? If so, why? Is she only moving for food, or is she actually exploring the house? How's her appetite? How much is she resting? How long is she sleeping compared to normal? How easy is it to wake her up? Sometimes it can be really hard to get her to wake up. Then you add a confidence level to what your observations are. And then the app is designed to take all of that data into an algorithm to come up with an overall score. And it intuitively calculates values, giving a weight to the importance of the value itself. Because having a good breakfast in the morning shouldn't be weighted more heavily than something like, say, a seizure. So that's a breakdown of the app. I'm really encouraging my housemate to kind of build on this and make it a tool that's available to anybody who has a senior cat that they're trying to track their quality of life, see how they're doing. I think it's really amazing, a really, really useful tool that is kind of putting my mind at ease. I mean, it can't tell me what the future holds or make the difficult decisions for me, but I think it will help me see the bigger picture over time and give me something I've been struggling to find, which is just a little bit of clarity. Oh, and the peace of mind that I'm doing what's best for my sweet old girl as much as I can, as best I can, for whatever precious time I have left with her.